Derek broke up with his girlfriend Sally after being in a relationship for 8 years. At first, Derek was a little relieved. He finally didn't need to restrict himself and cater to all of Sally's needs. He was a free man now. He was his own man now. But soon enough, he began to miss Sally tremendously. Freedom was cool, but it also felt nice being loved. So, after much deliberation, Derek decided to go for the first available relationship he could get into. Of course, it was a rebound. You might ask yourself, why would Derek go for a rebound relationship? Let's understand what a rebound relationship is exactly and why people opt for it. A rebound relationship is one where a person gets into a new relationship while still being emotionally attached to their previous one. A lot of times, people find themselves in such a relationship by accident, but quite often, it is planned. However, irrespective of whether it is planned or not, there is one thing all rebound relationships have in common. Their main purpose is to suppress or escape pain. There are also other reasons why one would want to be in a rebound relationship. For example, to avoid feelings of loneliness, to try to make an ex feel jealous, to try to expedite healing or moving on. Now, if you are wondering, why do rebound relationships fail? Well, revenge, loneliness, and trying to make an ex feel jealous don't make for a very strong or healthy foundation on which to build a long-lasting relationship. So it's no surprise that they end up doing more damage than good. A study sought out to answer, how long do rebound relationships last? They found that while some rebounds can stretch up to a year, about 90% of these relationships fizzle out by the end of the honeymoon period. Being a rebound seems like a death sentence. No matter how amazing the connection you have is, the relationship is unlikely to last. However, don't lose all hope. A relationship that has made it through all the phases of a rebound relationship can progress to the land of happily ever after. So let's find out more about what the 5 phases of a rebound relationship are. Phase 1. The commencement. This is the period where you have just entered the dating pool and are testing the waters. You are meeting a lot of people and getting to know them. In this period, the primary focus is to boost your ego and play the field. You are going on dates, getting to know people, and having new experiences. It is fun to turn on the charm and flirt again. All the attention you're getting is flattering, and you have a newfound sense of confidence. There is also excitement from the thrill of the chase. Phase 2. The honeymoon. This phase is actually present in all romantic relationships. You constantly want to be with your partner. At this phase, you cannot find any flaws in your partner, and they seem perfect to you. These are the 2 most obvious signs of the honeymoon phase. Here are some signs that suggest you're in this phase. You're home to your phone. You try to meet as frequently as possible, even if it means compromising on sleep. You try to look your best. Romantic dates and gestures are almost a daily occurrence. You're at your best behavior. That means all burping and farting is done in secret. This is indeed one of the most beautiful and fun phases in a relationship, but unfortunately, it is a bubble that must burst. None of us are perfect. We all have flaws, and sooner or later, these flaws will become apparent to our partners. Phase 3. The conflict. This phase begins when the rose-tinted glasses of the honeymoon phase slide off and you step into reality. The biggest sign of this is that there are more and more arguments now. You start to see your partner's flaws, and vice versa. Suddenly, things you used to let slide, like them being messy and leaving things around, start to annoy you. During the honeymoon phase, you were unable to stay mad at one another, and there was nothing makeup sex wouldn't fix. In the conflict stage, sex does not help mend anything. You do get mad at your partner, and now you can stay mad for a long time. Going a day or 2 without seeing each other doesn't seem that bad anymore, and you find them shifting lower and lower down in your list of priorities. You swap your dresses and suits for hoodies and your candlelit dinner for takeout. It's safe to say that crazy infatuation you felt with them during the honeymoon phase has passed. Phase 4. The comparison. This phase is probably the hardest one for both you and your partner. During this phase, you start to miss your ex a little. You find yourself reminiscing about how things were. Our brain has a funny way of retaining good memories more strongly than bad ones, and so when we think back to previous relationships, it is hard to recall what went wrong. In this phase, you start to compare your last relationship to your current one. You might have thoughts along these lines. He snores so loud. My ex never used to snore. She left dirty dishes in the sink again. My ex was so clean. He burped in public. My ex had much better manners. These thoughts might cause you to pull away from your new partner. And while you are sad because you miss your ex, your partner might start to feel insecure and unhappy. It is hard to compete with a memory, and so it only goes downhill once the comparison bell starts chiming. Phase 5, the realization. In this phase, you have an epiphany about your relationship. You realize you were just trying to fill a void that had been left in your life when your previous relationship ended. You start to actually think about whether or not your current partner is someone you can live with for the rest of your life. There is no denying there was a very strong attraction between both of you, but now you start to assess whether that is all that there was. This is the crucial stage that will make or break your relationship. It's possible you realize you are not suited for each other and that the relationship has to end. However, you may instead realize your partner has potential and that you were only thinking negatively because you were letting memories of your past relationship cloud your judgment. If the latter is the case, then that is great. It means your rebound relationship can be more than just a rebound and that you have found someone truly special. But if this is not how you feel, then it is best you end the relationship as soon as possible and don't lead your partner on any longer. Rebound relationships can make you understand what it is exactly that you want from a relationship. While they have their pros and cons, no relationship can ever make you happy if you don't first work on yourself. Maybe instead of getting involved with a new person, try falling in love with yourself first. If you liked our content and want us to cover more topics like this, drop a comment and let us know. You can also follow our social media pages. And lastly, subscribe to us and tap on the bell icon to quickly get access to our latest videos. Stay healthy and happy. See you soon.